morning, everyone. Happy Friday, September 16th. First off, check it out. The backdrop got a new door. Got that put in, finalized last week, I think. But super excited about that. It has a doggy door for Mr. King to go through. He's not so sure about the doggy door yet. We're still learning it, but you know, I needed a new door. Now that I had King, it just made a lot more sense to get one with a doggy door in it. So did that. So loving it so far. It's great. But yeah, so backdrop got a new look to it. So let's dive in. Today's title is Throw a Party. It says, the king contributed from his own possessions for the burnt offerings on the Sabbaths, at the new moons, and at the appointed festivals, as written in the law of the Lord. As soon as the order went out, the Israelites generously gave the first fruits of their grain, new wine, olive oil, and honey, and all that the fields produced. 2 Chronicles 31, verses 3 and 5. So state fairs, carnivals, festivals, parties, barbecues. If you think long enough, you can probably come up with a celebration for almost anything. If something notable happens in your town or country, the residents want to remember it, and it becomes an excuse to throw a party. George grew the biggest pumpkin this year, so why not start an annual pumpkin contest with a big fall festival? Do you know where the first celebration party was held? Long ago in heaven, before earth was ever created, the angels celebrated God and rejoiced over his goodness and love. God didn't want humans to miss out on the same joy. So God told his first followers to have fun, celebrate your good farming seasons, mark God's miracles on your calendar, take a break from your toil for a big feast. You might have thought that following God is anti-fun, but God himself is a party goer. So next time something good happens, good grades, winning a game, a new baby brother or sister, create your own festival or party, God would love to join you. So the ultimate party is going to be when we get to heaven. Right? That's going to be the ultimate party. That's going to be the best party that we could ever think of having. Is going to be whenever we get to enter those gates of heaven and, you know, walk those streets of gold. But the only way that you're going to get to do that is if you have given your life to Christ and if you are a follower of him. You know, if you have been following this channel long enough, you've heard me give the gospel presentation in some videos. You know, just short, sweet, to the point type thing. If you've heard that and you're like, man, you know, I don't really understand, you know, I know I've heard of this guy Jesus, but I don't really know, reach out. Let me give you a more in-depth you know, explanation of the gospel story, so that, you know, you can see for yourself the power that God has and the fact that he can save you from an eternity in hell, right? Because I don't think hell has parties. If they do, they're not fun ones. But the parties that happen in heaven are going to be more than we can ever begin to imagine. Today's prayer says, Lord, how great that fun is part of your world and your command. Thank you for giving me joy and good things to celebrate. There are so many good things to celebrate. Even on our worst days, there's something good to celebrate. Everyone have a great Friday, have a great weekend, and of course, go be the example.